Hi guys, it's Bunny, and you may notice I don't have any eye makeup on. I've not even got mascara on, which means I must be doing a little bit of a palette first impressions review. I've not used this before. I've been wanting to, but I wanted to do a full video before trying it out. So this is the Catrice Cosmetics My Little Pony eyeshadow palette. There are 12 shades in this, and it is so cute. These are the shades, if you can see that very well, because you can see my garden a little bit. I think the pink ones are my favourite. I want to do a Pinkie Pie inspired look, but I'm going to swatch all of these for you anyway. I have Snuzzle, Parasol, Medley and Firefly on the top row. On the second row we have Applejack, Cotton Candy, Bluebell and Glory. So I think Glory would be a really nice inner corner highlight. On the bottom we have Blossom, Windy, Skydance and Moonstone. I'm very excited to try this out, but I'm going to swatch it first, see what all the colours look like. I'm going to do this on my arm, and I don't actually have like a primer on my arm, so we're just going to see how it goes. I'm going to do the top row first. You guys won't be able to see, but I'll show you guys. The shimmers look really nice. Anyway, so that is the first shade of Snuzzle. Then Parasol, which is kind of a basically skin tone shade for me, so you can't really see it too well. Next we have Medley, so that's really nice. Sorry, the lighting is a little difficult to show you. Finally, for this row we have Firefly, which is the pink. That is really nice and bright. Next we have the shade Applejack, which is beautiful and pigmented. Wow, that's so shimmery. This is Cotton Candy. This is a very pale shade, so I don't know how well it's going to turn up, but you can still see some kind of pigment, just not for some reason here. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to work out how I can show you guys. If you can even see that there. This is such bad like lighting. Next up we have Bluebell though, which is a really pretty blue shade. Yet again, you can't see it on my arm because of the lighting, but I promise it's there. Finally Glory, the nice inner corner kind of highlight, which is so shimmery in person but it's not showing up on my arm. The final shades I'm going to do more here on my arm. So we've got the first one of Blossom, which is so pigmented. Then the shimmery Windy, also very nice and pigmented. We have Sky Dancer. So you can see that one really well, and it's next to that pink shade. Finally, we have the shade Moonstone, which I'm going to put here, I guess. I'm running out of room. There we go. So that is all of the shades done very badly on my arm. I'm very quickly going to go wash these off. I've tried removing a little bit of a tissue, and then I'll be back. So I'm back. I've just washed it all off my arm, so it's very plain now and off of my fingers. I have these two brushes. This one's kind of messed up. It's a Made by Mitchell one, but I have destroyed it. And this one's nice and soft. So they're a little stained, but I promise they're clean. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. I want it to be nice. I want to use as many colours as I can. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do something Pinkie Pie inspired. I think I'm going to do a mix of different G3 ponies, and on this eye I'm going to do Cupcake. If you guys don't know, I've got a little picture of Cupcake here for you, who is so pretty. So I think if I start off with the yellow shade of Sky Dancer in my crease, I'm going to use the smaller eyeshadow brush to start out to see how that works. So yeah, it's just Sky Dancer is going to be in my crease here. I'm just doing a little bit of a voiceover so you can see me doing this in real time. I'm not the best at doing this, and I have zoomed in a little bit after filming so you guys can kind of see it. I will say she's not the most pigmented. It's not coming up as much on camera because it is a bit more neon, but I think I can very easily pack it on and it's working. I did get this palette quite a while ago. I've been meaning to make the video on it for that long, but I just couldn't find it for a while to film. But yeah, it's a little bit needing some more coverage, like some extra layers, and it is very powdery when I tap my brush on it, but I do really like how it's turning out. I thought I'd pull up a better reference, so this is Cupcake in all of her glory, looking much better. I realised how bad that photo was for you guys to know what she looks like. If you don't know, G3 is my favourite because it's the one I grew up with, so that's why I want to do looks inspired by G3. I do like the older ponies as well, obviously, but I think that obviously depending on what generation of My Little Pony you're watching, the characters do have different colourways. Like Rarity looks very different in G3 than in G4, which I prefer the G3 one personally. And then Pinkie Pie's colours are just switched around. That is what it's looking out like. I think it's really pretty. And then I'm going to go in with the Cotton Candy shade on the lids and see if I need to darken it up with Firefly. I'm going to be using a different Made by Mitchell brush, which came with the like colour cases. I'm not doing this as a cut crease, so I don't mind the colours blending a little bit. Okay, not as much as showing up here, but it is because it's a pale colour. I think I might need to go in with a bit of Firefly as well. But I really like it. I think it's also very Fluttershy inspired, but I really think it's pretty. You can see that I'm going in with some more layers. I'm kind of going in with more layers than necessary because that is basically the shade that the colour is. It is a very pale shade, but it's looking very pretty and it is building up nicely. I'm going to try and come a little bit closer, but I can't come too close just because of the angle I'm at. It's kind of painful right now, but here we go. Trying anyway. I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but I think it's really pretty. Just on the outside corner, I am going to go in with a bit of Firefly though, just to bring the extra colour in. I do find eyeshadow brushes like this very difficult to try and get a nice coverage of. And I think that my shades just look a little bit different, but I just wanted a little bit of outside colouring, and look how pretty that is. I'm going to wipe off this brush on a tissue, and for the lower lashes I'm going to use a blue because you can see on her cutie mark it is surrounded by blue, and you can see it a little bit better on an actual pony how she is quite surrounded in blue, and I think the Bluebell shade is perfect for it. There we go. So I wish I could zoom in on my phone, but it doesn't let me. Who's going to tell them we zoomed in on iMovie? Who's going to tell them? Maybe I'll get an actual camera at some point, but I'm just going to go in with this one on the lower lash line. It's not going to blend out great because it's not the kind of brush I'd normally use for it, but I think it's still very pretty. I also feel like I've kind of made this Pinkie Pie inspired by accident because of like the three colours, but it's still very pretty. Oh my god, I'm starting to really like it. This is what we're looking like. I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but in person it is super pretty. I think I'm going to keep it like this and just put some eyeliner on and see how that works. And also quickly, I'm going to put the shade Glory just in the inner corner. It's a little sparkly highlight. That's so pretty. Can you guys see how nice that is? I'm obsessed. I'm going to put a bit on my nose as well, just for the excess that I've got. Oh my god, I love it. I've been thinking about the pony I want to do on the other eye, and I'm thinking about Minty. I really want to do Wisteria because she is my favourite, but I think we're going to go with Minty. So this is kind of a 2-shade look, but I think it's still going to be really nice. I'm trying it with the other brush this time. And first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the shade Firefly and pop that in my crease. This should be just super easy. I'm going to try and show you guys the best I can. It's such a nice shade. I really like it. Yeah, see, it's going on really nicely already, and it's also blending out super nice, and I've not really properly set my eyelids today, so it's really nice. With this one I'm also going to bring it into the lower lash line because I'm just going to use the same colour as if it is her tail and her mane. So you're probably going to be able to see I'm not the best at shaping my eyeshadow very well. I definitely could be bringing it a bit higher up and around, but I'm just bringing it all over, and I think it's going on really nicely with the fluffy brush that I'm using. I'm trying to bring it out a little bit more because I think that would be really nice, but I have got a scar that I'm trying to make it go over nicely that you can just about see but not really. So I'm also going with my foundation brush just slightly onto the lid to make it that little bit less pink. I don't want to go for a full cut crease, but just like that, so I can put the shade Medley in the centre. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with my finger and I'm going to put the shade Bluebell on first and put Medley on top of it, just because I think it will come up with a little bit more of an accurate colour. But I just want to do it all with my finger. Oh, Bluebell looks so much nicer with a finger. You can see it's the same shade that's on my lower corner, but you can just see it on this one. I think I'm going to go with my finger just slightly, bring it under. There we go, that looks so much nicer. I might do that with cotton candy as well now. Just go with my finger. Yeah, that's much better payoff. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. Anyway, after that, I'm just going to use the same finger. I'm going to go into the shade Medley and go on top, because it'll come up with a more mintish colour. I know she kind of does go between being a bit more of a bluish mint and a green, but it's just coming out so pretty. It is a bit more of a bluish mint than I was intending, but I think it's still very nice. And I'm going to go in again with the shade Firefly, just around here, to make it that little bit nicer. And I think I'm really a fan of how this one's turned out. Okay, so I finished off the look with some eyeliner and mascara. I didn't really want this thick of an eyeliner. I wanted it thinner and longer, but instead I went for thick and short apparently. But I wanted to talk about what I think of the eyeshadows. I want to make it very clear that I didn't put any eyeshadow primer on. It's literally just my concealer. So it probably would look nicer, well, even nicer I should say, with an eyeshadow primer, which I don't have. I'm really happy that I've got it. I love My Little Pony so much. It makes me very happy to have this. They also did have some nail polishes in the collection, but I'm trying to quit biting my nails, so I can't put nail polish on because, well, I probably could, but they're too short. They'll look ugly. Anyway, so this is really nice. The shimmers, I know I didn't use many of them. Oh my god, I forgot to put Glory on my inner corner. Oh no, let's do that now. Okay. I need to reapply here as well now. Oh my god. Okay, no, I'm gonna go crazy. But that is, okay, we're so much nicer looking now. I look put together. Anyway, so my opinion on this palette, I really like it. I love how big the mirror is. It's massive. You can see the remnants of other videos that I've done. Oh my god, I know. I really like it. I think it's nice. I think they're very soft and smooth eyeshadows. I know I put quite a few layers on this one, but it doesn't feel really heavy. I don't feel like my eyes are dragging down. So that's really nice. I think the shades are really nice. I'm not normally a fan of palettes that mix colourfuls and neutrals, but I think the neutrals they have put in this palette, which is the shades Parasol, Snuzzle, and probably Glory you could consider a neutral, I think they go quite nicely. Personally, I don't really see myself using them. Parasol is basically my skin tone, but I know I'm very pale, so for most people that would work, but for me it doesn't. But I really like how many ponies I can create from this. I will also be doing quite a few shorts where I'm just doing eye makeup with these, but I'm changing it into different ponies. If you have any suggestions for that, please let me know. I would love to know what ponies you want me to turn my eyes into. I really like the way it's turned out though. I'm going to keep my makeup like this all day. I hope you guys know that. I'm filming other videos today, so oops, you're going to see this makeup a lot. But I really like it. I think it's really nice. I think the shimmers are really nice. They're very high quality. I can't really say much about the colour payoff because I did put it over another shadow and it did change the colour slightly. It's not the same blue, it is a bit more green, but obviously I wanted them to mix together. But when I swatched them on my arm, the colour payoff was really nice. It wasn't just like sheer with shimmer, it was like colourful bang with shimmer. It was almost more like vibrant colours than the mattes. The only thing is I don't particularly like the way that they applied with like that flat brush. My grandma knows I'm filming, but she's now just started to mow the lawn, so you're going to be able to hear that for the rest of the video. I'm really sorry. But I don't like the way it applied with this brush as much as the fluffy brushes, but I don't like brushes like this anyway. I only like fluffy brushes, so maybe that is why. But yeah, I'm a big fan of how it turned out and how the shades are and how nicely they are. I know the two of the shades didn't really show up very well on camera on my arm, but they did show up in person on my arm. I think that's literally just the awkward lighting of where this goes really bright because I am in front of a window at the moment. I'm still stuck into that lighting. My setup will change soon. I pinky promise you guys. I'm setting it all up. I'm just doing a massive clear out of stuff, so I'm not able to just yet, but it will change. I'll go back to a very similar filming location, but slightly different. Well, we're excited. But yeah, so this is basically it. I don't know what else to talk about really. I really enjoy the palette. I will be using it more, especially for some cute little pony videos. I'm excited. But yeah, I already have some ponies in mind. I've written them down, what ones I want to do. So I will see you guys in my next video, which I'm going to film in a second. And yeah, bye!